All right, punters, let's talk about Flemington Race 3, the listed superimpose for 3-year-olds. Lead up to the Victorian Derby. They go 1,800 metres, 175k. Likely to be run at a moderate to even tempo on the front. I think this is a very good betting race. We can bet into this with strong confidence. Clear cut on top punters. I'm putting the number 3, Officiate. Currently 5.0, 1.91. Got this clear cut top rated around the 2.20 mark. I think it's very hard to beat. The number 3, Officiate. I will mention one other horse as well. The Logical Scene Danger, which can be nibbled at in support of the top elect. That's the number 8, Crown of Russia. Currently 26.0, 5.8 the drum. All right, you can nibble at it each way in support of the number 3, Officiate. All right, Officiate, very well bred this one by Justify out of the Encosta de Lago mare, Port Augusta. She herself is out of the top class producer, Leon Vite. This is the family of Fanfreluche. I talked about Fanfreluche in another preview last night in another race. Lovely pedigree. Comes into this having its 4th career start for the Wally Yard. McDonald up, blinkers go on first time. Third up from a spell. Looks perfectly placed from the 4 rally. Gets a pace advantage. Highly impressive last time out at Canterbury, where it broke its maiden in 100k Super Maiden over Kiabido and Ben Root. Only got the job done by tight margins. Moderate margins back through the field, but the form stacks up out of the race. And we've got to remember, drops half a kilo off that into this third up now, out to 1,800. Big new career peak. Big new career peak. This one has a stallion's pedigree. And that's what the U-Long team are looking at. Turn it into a stallion. Win the right races through to the Derby. Clear cut top elect, has scope for more, serious Derby chance. Yeah. Officiate. Ticks all the right boxes. And the danger is the 8, Crown of Russia. Bred to get a strong 1,800 by Russian Camelot out of the beautiful Crown mare, Triple Tiara. It's a lovely cross. Beautiful crown being son of Danzig. Look, you put a line through the last start effort behind Order Mystery here over track and distance. Was 1 pace in the stretch. I think it's better than that. You go the win before when it knocked off Order Mystery at Bendigo over 1,600. Yes, it was on a heavy track, but its action says it goes just as well on the flat. Look, out to 1,800. 4th up now. I know it failed, but didn't fail, but got beaten by Order Mystery last time out. I think it's a better horse than Order Mystery. If that's the case, scope for more, new career peak, it's a Logical Danger. Okay? They're the 2 that we want to be backing across the race for a result across the race. On top, once again, the 3, Officiate. Clear cut top rated 2.20, currently being bet 5.0. And in support, the number 8, Crown of Russia. 26.0, 5.8, nibble at it each way in support. That's a superimposed race 3, Flemington, Saturday. All right, punters, let's go and take a look at Flemington race 4 on Saturday, the Group 2, Edward Manifold. I think we're going to have a day out on Saturday. It's starting to look that way. Plenty of excellent value to be had around the traps. Anyway, the Edward Manifold, they go 1,600 metres, 300k Group 2 for 3-year-old fillies, set weights. Likely to be run to moderate tempo this race. I've got one clear cut standout on top. Excellent value each way all day. That's the number 4, Yum. I really like this. I think it's very hard to beat. There's one danger in the race that will nibble at in support. The valued long shot runner. The number 10, Get a Good Feeling. Currently 19.0, 4.4. Back it each way in support of the top elect. The number 4, Yum, 7.0, 2.3. All right, let's talk about these 2. The number 4, Yum, very well bred by Gayeth out of the Schnitzel mare, Dream Food. Look, I love the pedigree of this one. Gayeth, his 3-year-olds are really starting to train on. The 2nd season stay and the son of Jubawi out of the top class Galileo mare, nighttime. As is the obvious sign, the progeny will continue to train on into their 3-year-old season. He's doing a great job on the 2nd season size title, right up there near the top at the moment, Gayeth, especially a number of winners. Yeah, his 3-year-olds are starting to train on. Yum, all right. 3rd up, 4th up into this. the win last start at Caulfield in the Jim Maloney. Out near the back, shot up along the inside, switched over 3 pairs of heels, flashed late, got the better of him, clearly superior. Excellent action when he extended in deep stretch. That was 1400, goes to 1600 now, same weight. New career peak, big new career peak likely. The margin 3rd to 4th was good that day. The form stacks up out of it left, right and centre. He is clear cut on, she is clear cut on top. Got it rated 3.0, being bet at 7.0. Excellent value versus confidence. And as I said, the blowout chance, the one that's hard to put a ceiling on, is a maiden runner from the O'Brien yard, the 10. Get a good feeling. Comes into this on the back of a second to Victoria's Spirit at sale over 1411 metres. That was a good effort. I expect a big new peak out to 1600 now. The form stacks up out of that race. The debut 3rd behind Green Spaces and Regal Award at Geelong back in April was also very good. Flash big pass from the back that day. Draws a 4 here. I think it gets first run. Yum will have to run it down. And I think it's capable. They fight the race out in deep stretch, with Yum looking the superior runner. That is the Edward Manifold. Group 2, 1600 metres, 3-year-old fillies. Race 4, on top. The 4, Yum, 7.0, 2.3. And in support, the number 10, Get a Good Feeling. By So You Think out of the Testarossa mare, Marquis de Rossa, 19.0, 4.4. That's the Edward Manifold. We win. All right, punters. All right, punters. Let's go to Flemington Race 5 next. Very keen here on the favourite on display. The Group 2 Rose of Kingston, they go 1400 metres. Group 2, 300k. Set weights and penalties, 4-year-olds and up. As I said, clear cut on top. The number 4 on display. Currently being bet 2.70. I've got it rated 2.50. Looks the one, punters. Let's talk about it. The 4 on display. Very well bred by Fastnet Rock out of the High Chaparral mare. Different 2. She is the dam of the Group 1 1,000 Guineas winner in New Zealand. Media sensation by I Am Invincible. The second dam has also produced the dual Group 1 winner, Dorabella, who won the New Zealand 1,000 Guineas and the Captain Cook Stakes. There's plenty of good black type in this family. Lightly raced 3 from 10 winner, in with 56. Price, Kent Jr. train, Mellum up. Total for give last start in the Let's Load. Put a line through it. Millie adds to the value factor here. The first up win over Shadavar and Subliminal over 1200. Flash big pass in deep stretch over 1400. Got the better of that pair. Clearly superior. Lump 60.5 that day. Drops to 56 here. New career peak likely. Last preparation hinted at above average ability. 4th to Zalotti's in the Queen of the South at Group 2 level at Morfettville. 2nd in the Nitschke. Won the Adelaide Guineas. New career peaks his prep, punters. 3rd up now. Looks a 1. Picks itself. Wins by default. The only one with significant upside in the race. Flemington Race 5, number 4 on display. Currently 2.70. Value at 2.50 plus. We win when you win. All right, punters, let's go. All right, punters, let's do Flemington Race 6, the Group 2 Danehill. Go 1,100 metres, 300k Group 2, 3-year-olds. Likely to be run at an even tempo on the front. It's a very deep renewal of the Group 2 Danehill. Lead up to the Coolmore. We're going to back... Look, I think you need to back 3 horses in the race. That's how wide open it is. But there's enough value to back all 3 of them. On top, I'm going to put the number 2, Tycoon Star. Currently 7.5. I've got it rated 4.80. The number 3, Jimmy Ricard. Currently 8.5. I've got it rated 5.5. It's the second of the major scene winning chances. But the third elect that I've got, the number 4, Legacy Bound. It's also 8.5. I've got it rated 7.0. So minor overs about it as well. What's that? 14, 12 and 12. You've got them to, 38% of the market combined, or combined 2.70. Which is good value, considering really 21, 18, 39. I've got them rated to 53% of the market, or slightly more than an even money chance, $1.90, around that sort of mark. So you're getting 2.70 combined versus $1.90 combined, the three of them. So it's a very good value versus confidence betting race in that aspect. The number 2, Tycoon Star. Well bred for speed, top and bottom by Written Tycoon out of an Equiano mare. 2 from 9 winner for the Hayes boys. Visor comes off first time. Winkers go on first time. The win 2 back in the McNeil at Group 3 level at Caulfield is the run you want to go on. Knocked off McGaw and Jimmy Ricard that day. That form stacks up left, right and centre. Did it by a widening 1.7. That was over 1,200. Perfect pace set up here over the 11. The third, the Legacy Bound last start, I think it's slightly better than that, but it was a very strong race. As you know, we're also backing Legacy Bound here. Tycoon Star on that peak run 2 back at Caulfield looks the one to beat here. The number 3, Jimmy Ricard, very well bred by I'm Invincible out of the well-related Alamosa mare, Aquamosa from New Zealand. Blinkers go on first time. This is the acid test, 3 from 5 winner for the Mar Yard. Jamie Mellum draws the 1 alley. Look, the wins over Bakash and Tycoon Star, they're both very good at Flemington Caulfield back in July and August, including the Group 3 Vane win. I'm happy to put a line through the last start third to Tycoon Star. Came out and won a jump out over Charmstone since then. That was a very strong jump out. Charmstone come out and won the Manikato. So realistically, at the end of the day, that's faultless form for Jimmy Ricard, especially with blinkers on first time. Sent around for a look around behind McGaw and Tentris in a jump out there, both in this. But I think, potential new peak for Jimmy Ricard. Got the pedigree of a stallion. That's what they're aiming for with him. And the third of them, the 4, Legacy Bound. Overly well bred by Ole Kirk out of the More Than Ready mare. Speed on speed, 3 from 3 winner. Keeps on rising to the level. The win over Navy Pilot in the Poseidon was good. I've got a big opinion of Navy Pilot. Was only half a length off My Gladiola, which is also in here in a trial prior to that. Through the line, good. I think there's another new peak for Legacy Bound. It's the third top rated. They're the 3. It's a deep race. Across the 3 of them, Tycoon Star 7.5, it's rated 4.8. Jimmy Ricard 8.5, rated 5.5. Legacy Bound 8.5, rated 7.0. You've got them to 38% of the market. It's 2.70. I say it's 53% chance. 3 of them, based on ratings. We win when you win. Thanks, punters. Right, punters, let's go to Flemington Race 7. The Group 3 Bart Cummings, 2,520 metres, 350k Group 3. Likely to be run at a slow tempo. I think, punters, the favourite, Gilded Water, has got this race absolutely shot to pieces. It will be winning. It's the best bet on the card so far. Biggest confidence. Currently 2.60. I've got it rated 1.95. Very, very rarely do I rate a horse in the red individually. The 15, Gilded Water by Fastnet Rock out of the Galileo mare, Fiery Sunset. This is a proven cross that works time and time again. It's a Coolmore Nick. Galileo over Fastnet Rock, or Fastnet Rock over Galileo, or Son of Galileo over Fastnet Rock. This is just it's got this shot to pieces. So that's all I can say about it. The Dam, Fiery Sunset by Galileo. She's also the Dam of Circle of Fire. The 3 from 16 winning son of Our Man Zor, who won out to 2 miles. We know a lot about Circle of Fire. High class horse. Group 1 winner at Randwick over Athabascan over 2,000. The second Dam, the Chester House mare, 5 Fields. This is a Juddmont family, coloured Abdullah. Broke its maiden at Bath over 10 furlong. But she is the dam also of a couple of good ones. And the third dam, the Dionysus mare, Deese. She's a dam of 2 high-class horses by New Rayev, who got 10 furlong and 20 furlongs. Senua and Terrazzo, both rated RPR 112. I need to talk about the pedigree in so much depth because this one is lightly raced with big scope for more. 4 from 9 winner for the Maryard. Jamie Mellum draws a 14. Under the pace scenario, that's no issue. It'll be run at a slow tempo. This one has an on-pace profile. It'll get first run. They'll have to run it down, which is going to be very hard to do with 54 kg. The last start win at Caulfield over Unlimited when it won by a widening 2. Put good gaps in them. Kings Valley back in third. The form stacks up out of it. That was a new peak. Lumped 58.5 that day. Goes an extra 2.5 furlong here and drops 4.5 kilos. Just tick, tick, tick to suggest big new career peak. I don't think it profiles as a Melbourne Cup winner yet. It doesn't rate that highly on the agenda, but it's got this race shot to pieces. All right, Gilded Water currently 2.6, so I've got it rated 1.95. It's a very weak renewal of this Group 3 race, and this one's rating to Group 1 plus handicap level with that profile. It'll be winning. Flemington, race 7, number 15, Gilded Water. We win when you win. Thanks, punters. Right, punters, let's do the Group 1 Turnbull Stakes, race 8, Flemington. They go 2,000 metres, 750k Group 1, 4-year-old and up, set weights and penalties. Look, it's a deep renewal, no doubting that. On top, I think tell you how we're going to play this, right? On top, we're going to back Aliana, the number 7. Currently 4.80. I've got it rated 3.0. There are 3 others at big value long shot odds that under the pace scenario here could cause a blowout if Aliana fails to fire. And they are the number 10, Golden Path, 18.0, 3.8. It's the best of the value long shots in support of the top elect, Aliana. But it's also worth having a very small nibble each way on the number 9, Adelaide River, 46.0, 8.5. And the number 14, River of Stars, 201 the win, 25 the place. Let's talk about the 4 of them. The top elect, Aliana, the number 7. Look, it's been knocking on the door both runs this prep. Second to Vicestina in the Winks, then second to Mr. Brightside in the Mackay Diva. Both time doing its best work through the line. Goes to 2,000 metres, now third up. The Derby win, tail end of last prep over Firm Agreement by 5.5. It was a huge win. Second to Broadside in the start before that. Swift Falcon back in third in the Rosehill Guineas. Beaten 0.03 of a length. Put Broadsiding in this race, punters, with 57. What price would you be taking about it? Yeah, you'd have it a lot shorter than 4.80. That's a scenario we're looking at here. Well bred by Castle Vecchio out of the good producing Star Witness mare, Tomoil. 4 from 12 winner for the Waller Yard, lane up, 55. Yeah, it's just perfectly suited. Third up, looks a winner. I think it clearly has a measure of Vicestina, the favourite. The 10, Golden Path. Look, last start. Third in the Underwood behind Sir Delius. Sir Delius lump 59 goes to 58 today. Golden Path lump 59 goes to 55. Weight turnaround. The Sir Delius form stacks up. I've got it rated second best in the race. But with that weight turnaround, Golden Path needs to be respected at 18.0, 3.6. It keeps on stepping up to the mark. He's only 2 lengths off Vicestina in the Very Elegant back on the 1st of March. Yeah, look, that form stacks up. With 55 kg, it's in this up to its ears. And the other 2 that need to be nibbled at, the number 9, Adelaide River by Australia out of a Warfront mare. It's a real Coolmore staying pedigree. It's a good distaff line. 2 from 17 winner for the Lees Yard. Williams owned. Look, hinted that it's got ability. Last start, the second to Birdman was a big effort. 56 that day, drops to 55. I think Birdman has the Metropolitan shot to pieces. I've already said that in another video. Yeah, the form out of the Kingston Town is very good. There's no doubting that. There's good margins. It all stacks up. If Adelaide River comes here and reproduces that now 4th up, minus scope for more 4th up too, yeah, it could cause a boil over at 45 to 1. And the other one, the 14, River of Stars. Look, Chris Waller doesn't come here without effect. But I see the Stars out of an Elderflug mare. Good German staying, distaff side of the pedigree. The second in the Prix de Royal U at the Longchamp over 2,800 metres, 5 starts ago. That's the run you want to go on. I've got a feeling that this horse is about to hit a big new Australian peak, having its 5th Australian start. Second up, third up this preparation, this is perfect setup for it. In with 53 kg, pitchforked in. Anyway, that's, yeah, how this race pans out. Turnbull, on top, Aliana, 4.80. I've got it rated 3.8. In support, the major chance of the value long shots, Golden Path, 18.0, 3.6, back at each way in support, and a very small nibble, Adelaide River, 46.0, 8.5, River of Stars, 200 to 1, 25 to 1 the place. We win when you win. Thanks, mate. All right, punters, let's do Flemington Race 9, the Group 2 Gilgai. Yeah, they go 1,200 metres. 300k Group 2, set weights and penalties, like to be run at an even to moderate tempo on the front. This race is wide open. We're going to back 3 in the race for a result across the race, but there's value galore to be had. On top, I'm putting the number 2, Airman, currently 21.0, 4.2, 4.8. It is the best value long shot on the card I've found so far. Still got race 10 to do. Second, I'm putting the number 8, Nadal, 8.5, 2.8. It's the best of the lightly race improvers. It and Airman should be fighting the race out. We're also going to back the number 14, She's Bulletproof, 16.0, 4.2. It's a blowout chance. So across the 3 of them, Nadal, 8.5, that's 12%, Airman, 21, 5%. You got those 2 to 17, another 7 on 6 on She's Bulletproof. You got the 3 of them to 23, 24% of the market, all combined 4.1, 4.2. It's a great price. Excellent price across the 3 of them. Let's talk about them. The number 2, Airman, 6-year-old by I'm Invincible out of the Fastnet Rockmare, Zara Bay. She was smart herself, 6 from 19 winner. Relatively lightly tried for a 6-year-old. I've had a big opinion of this horse for a fair while. The win back at Randwick when it won the Premier over Marzu and Bella Nipotina stacks up left, right and centre. Half a kilo more than what it lumped that day. The trial win at Randwick prior to the start of this prep over Give Me the Beat Boys and Jolie Star was very good by 2.2. Then went to the Bobby Lewis first up, only beaten 1.3. Happy to put a line through that run. If it brings the Randwick trial form and the Premier win, it's the one to beat here. Second best, the 8, Nadal, the best of the lightly raced improvers by Extravagant out of a Moshe mare. Real speed on speed pedigree. Look, it's a bit of a left field pedigree, but Extravagant's doing a great job from the limited opportunities he gets, the son of Pentire. Out of a Moshe mare. Moshe, closely related to Black Caviar, as we know, by Bella Spree. Yeah, it's a real speed pedigree, but it's a left field speed pedigree. Look, comes into this as a 3 from 11 winner for the Maryard. McDonald up. The win over Kin and Is It Me at Caulfield on the 16th of October last year was very good. And the Meteorite win for $1 million at Cranbourne by 2.7 when it came from the back. That was an excellent win. That says it profiles well for Flemington. Hasn't won at the track yet, but the trial form leading in, got to respect it. Yeah, it's perfectly placed. The 14, She's Bulletproof. the third of them that we're going to back. By Shooting to Win out of a Shamadal mare. Deceivingly good speed on speed pedigree. 4 from 14 winner for the Littlefield Yard. Ben Allen up, draws 3. Pace Scenario suits. If you go back to the Balmain win at Sandown on the Lakeside course, 4 starts to go over 1200. Group 3 level, when a lump 56 goes up half a kilo for it. Won by Widening 2.7 over Fancify and Road to Arataki. It was a good win. Then ran second to Jimmy Star in the Oakley Plate at Caulfield, beaten 1.2. I think there's still monoscope for more for She's Bulletproof. It's been missed in the market. Want to jump out leading in over Dollar Chaser and Sneaky Sunrise. You can't ask for much more. They're the 3 in the race that we're going to back. Airman on top, the number 2, 21.0, 4.8. Second elect, Nadal, 8.5, 2.8. They fight the race out. The blowout chance, the 14, She's Bulletproof, 16.0, 4.2. We win when you win. All right, punters, let's do race 10 at Flemington. The last on the card. We've already done races 3 to 9 previews. The Paris Lane Stakes, they go 1,400 metres, 175k listed. Handicap 4-year-olds and up. Likely to be run at an even to moderate tempo on the front. I think this is a dead set racing 2 between the number 12. The number 12, Shadizzy, the French bred from the Waller Yard. Currently 6.50. I've got it rated 3.0. But here's the thing, right? As I said this before, this is a dead set racing 2 between Shadizzy, who I've got top rated, and the one that sets the standard with scope for more, the 9, Media World. It's 3.50. Shadizzy 6.50, 16% of the market. Media World 3.5, 28% of the market. So you've got them both to what? 44% of the market. Combined 2.20. About something I say is a dead set racing 2. The reason I say that, and the reason I make such a point about it, is because Shadizzy's big overs. I've got it rated 3.0, they're betting 6.5. I think it's a 33% chance. So we can afford to take the unders about Media World, right? Media World I've got rated 4.80, right? I think we can afford to take the unders about Media World at 3.50. We back them both for a result across the race, knowing it's a dead set racing 2. We're getting 2.20 combined about something where 3.0, 33% of the market, 4.8, 21, 54% of the market. We're saying combined 1.89 chance, something like that, right? 1.88, I don't know, around that sort of mark. They fight the race out. As I say, let's talk about them. The 12, Shadizzy. Very well bred by Siuni out of the King's Best mare, Shendria. Look, the win you want to go on is the win at Chantilly for 3 back when it won the St Patrick at listed level. Knocked off Super Cooled and No Lunch that day. The form out of that race stacks up left, right and centre. When you dig deeper back into it, you can see there's obviously plenty more to come. Gets in 4.5 kilos below weight for age here with 54 for Craig Williams. 4 from 10 winner, Waller trained. I think second up, having its 3rd run in Australia, this is where it's going to acclimatise. Flemington, 1,400, under a pace scenario that suits, pitchforked in at the weights with Williams on. So it's the top elect. 6.50 is huge value. It is each way all day, all right? The 2.30, the drum, that's luxury. And as I said, the one that sets a standard with scope for more is the 9, Media World, 4-year-old by Written Tycoon out of an epaulet mare. Well bred, 3 from 12, winner for the Snowden Yard. Michael D up, 55.5. The Alley's a query. Pace scenario says, well, it's not that much of a query. It'll go forward, it'll try and lead. It won't have to do too much work to cross and lead. The 3rd to Arkansas Kid in the Bobby Lewis at Group 2 level was good first up. It's only beaten 1.25. Goes up 2.5 kilos for it. But it did win the Hawkesbury Guineas at Group 3 level when it made all. As I say, they fight the race out, the 2 of them. Shadizzy, number 12, 6.50, top rated. And in support, Media World, 3.50. We win when you win. As you know, I like to press record and talk. Now that we've done races 3 to 10 at Flemington, I think the biggest certainty on the card, if you want to call it that, is Gilded Water in race 7. Currently 2.6. As I said, I got it rated 1.95. I'll say this here, right? From a best 5, this isn't going to be anywhere near what the best 5 set looks at, because this is from one venue, but there are 4 horses here that could easily qualify as best 5 bets. That's actually 4. There are 4. Flemington race 3, the number 3, Officiate. It's 5.0. I've got it rated 2.2. Flemington race 4, the number 4, Yum. It's 7.0. I've got it rated 3.2. Flemington race 5, the 4, On Display. It's 2.7. I've got it rated 2.5. And Flemington race 7, the 15, Gilded Water. It's 2.6. I've got it rated 1.95. So, generally on a day, when I put together best 5, I'll do 12 to 16 races. 3 or 4 venues where I do races 5 to 8, the quaddy legs, or races 4 to 7, or races 7 to 10, depending on how many races there are on the card. Gives me more time to concentrate on those block of races later in the day. I've just done 8 races, so 2 blocks. And I've said there are 4 best 5 quality bets on that card. That makes sense. If I do 3 and I can find 5, well, I've just done 2. I've done the early and the main quaddy at Flemington. And I'm giving you 4 bets there for the best 5 quality, all right? I'm not saying that they're going to be like, how strong's best 5 going to be on Saturday? Wow. Anyway, the best value long shot on the card is Airman. Flemington race 9, number 2, Airman. I've got it top rated. It's 21.0, 4.8. Other value lock, the biggest lock race of the day is Flemington race 10. Shadizi and Media World fight that out. They're lengths in front of the rest. Combine their 2.20, I've got them rated to what? 3.8 and 4.8. 33.21, fucking 54% of the market. Yes, the second best value long shot of the day. It's a toss up between Crown of Russia at 26.0 and 5.8 in race 3, which is in support of Officiate, or Golden Path, which is 18.0 and 3.6 in race 8 in support of Aliana. But we've also backed Adelaide River and River of Stars there as well. Very small nibbles. But yeah, I really like the Flemington card, races 3 to 10. I think we're going with a leg in the air and a lot of confidence. You've got all the races previewed here on TikTok, or whatever platform you're watching on. I'm everywhere, pun known as a goat. But yeah, I've broken every race down for you in complete detail, and I've just given you the best angles. We win when you win. I'll do this every day across spring for you.